Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. A general love and romance reading for February 2020. I just want to say thank you to all of my Cancers out there. You guys always show so much support to this channel, and your love and support means the world to me. While I'm doing this reading, I'm just going to ask that you guys go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell if you guys want to get updates whenever I upload anything new. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to pull an overall energy card for you guys from the deck. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but it's El Ki, I believe. It's a beautiful deck. So let's go ahead and see what messages we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for general love and romance, February 2020. All right, we have Orchid coming out. Orchid is she who thrives, flourish, prosper, and blossom. Okay, really nice message for our overall energy for this reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So we're going to ask our angels, our ancestors, our loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides for the messages Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus need to hear for general love and romance, February 2020. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, love and romance, February 2020. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, general love and romance, February 2020. Okay. Yes, have you Cancers? Us, because as you guys know, my sun is in Cancer. Ooh, really nice. Okay, very interesting cards coming out here. Nice cards, yes. Okay. Okay, so our overall energy for this reading is the Ten of Swords. This is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. And this is all about some sort of ending. So something has come to an end here, you guys. Probably a cycle, and it's a cycle of closure. And even though it may have been difficult or may be difficult, it's always for the better, right? Because as that old saying goes, you know, as one door closes, another door opens. Here we have the Eight of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the Eight of Wands, this is my law of attraction card. So this is something that you guys have really been working on manifesting, something that you guys have been calling in. You set your intentions. Maybe some of you guys are doing setting intentions with the moon, writing them down. You guys are praying. You're doing the work that you need to do. And now it's time to leave it up to the universe. And the universe is going to bring you what you've been asking for very swiftly. Here we have the Six of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy again. The Six of Wands is my victory card, okay? And this is showing up in the reverse. So it may be that there's a lot of noise, a lot of people trying to get a hold of you. Again, there might be some sort of competition. This was some sort of struggle. You may have been leaving or coming out of, or still sort of dealing with sort of the aftermath of some sort of toxic relationship, toxic environment. Underneath that, though, we have the King of Pentacles. This is stability. This is long-term gain. This is abundance. This is something that you guys have worked really, really hard for, and something that's going to be long-lasting. And underneath that, I have the Four of Wands, which is my soulmate twin flame card. It's also my marriage card. It's people who are happy. They've got a really good foundation. You know, oftentimes they are celebrating something. They don't worry. They don't have they don't have any issues with people in their environment, etc., etc. But underneath that, I did see the Five of Wands. So there still might be some sort of toxic residue from whatever it is that you're ending. But remember, you need to give yourself some, you have to give yourself the time and the space to heal. And don't expect anything to happen overnight, but that this is a process. But it's a really nice overall energy, okay? Remember, here we have she who thrives, the orchid, flourish, prosper, and blossom. blossom. So after this ending for February, Cancer, this is something that you love in your love life, which can be romantic. But for those of you that, this doesn't resonate in a romantic sense, it can be anything that you love is prospering and growing, and that can be your self-love as well and your self-confidence. Now, your overall energy here, we have, sorry, I'm having difficulty picking these up. We have the Queen of Cups. This is you guys showing up in your own energy, and I love it. This is somebody who sits extremely comfortably in her emotions. I love how she's holding this lotus blossom of peace and enlightenment. You guys are really paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities that you're receiving, the downloads from spirit and from your angels and your spirit guides. And she's holding this cup. She's been through a lot. The Queen of Cups is no dummy. She's not new to the game. She's been through a lot. She's hurt a lot. She takes care of others, and she's very, very secure in her feelings and in her situation and in her home. And she knows that, it's time to nurture herself, and again, to nurture, her love life and her self-care, so that she can flourish, prosper, and blossom. Now, what's beautiful is we have in your surroundings, or in our surroundings, the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and this is a huge blessing. This is the Cancer, the energy that is not letting or allowing her analytical mind, her overthinking, her attachment to the 3D and to the material world to get in the way of seeing the blessings that are all around you. Because in your surroundings, we have this major, major blessing that is coming in or has come in. Okay, and it's coming from the universe, it's coming from spirit, and so it's very, very fertile ground. I see this, giant pentacle as a seed. Okay, that seed that's going to flourish, prosper, and blossom. All right, so I really, really like that really nice energy in your surroundings. Now, what's blocking you, Cancer, is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is the need maybe to take some more time for yourself, for some healing, for some rest, and rejuvenation. Now, if you feel like you've been on the path, you've been doing that work, it may be the time to come out of that, maybe to open yourself up, because I am seeing, just as this rose, I'm seeing a very, very tight rose in your heart chakra, and then you having to open that up, to let go a little bit, because again, this overall energy here with this Ten of Swords, there is some sort of ending, and you might be feeling a little bit guarded at this time, and you might just sort of need to release that a little bit. Okay, let that healing in, and then also open yourself up to your surroundings, because there are beautiful things that are coming to you and that you're being blessed with. In your foundation, I have the Two of Pentacles. This is more Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and the Two of Pentacles is all about balance, you being committed to your balance, your emotional, psychological, physical balance, you to finding a relationship that is equally balanced. Because I'm getting, for many of my Cancers, this Ten of Swords, this ending came because of some sort of need, because you were probably overgiving, and that, you just couldn't take it anymore and something had to give. This cycle of closure, now you're very committed, driven to find the balance, or if you're entering into a relationship with someone, making sure that it's completely balanced, balancing work and love, balancing, health and work, and health and love, physical and mental health, getting things back on track, being very committed to finding the balance, achieving balance in all aspects of your life, so that you can, so that your love can grow. This is a message for people who are single. This is also a message for those of you in committed relationships, the importance of finding that balance, achieving balance within a partnership. Now, in your recent past, I love the Empress. She's one of my favorite cards in the deck. She's all of the queens rolled in one. This is, I feel like, my Cancers becoming at peace, coming to peace with who they are, their self-worth, their self-value, realizing how much you guys have to offer, how fertile Cancer is at this moment to manifest anything and everything that they want. Again, I've got this Eight of Wands energy, right? This manifestation, things happening very quickly, communication, but I also see that you receiving the downloads, and then you also communicating with your partners, with your family, and with your higher self, with yourself, that, what, I'm capable of creating the world, the life that I want, the abundance, the happiness, the joy, and the love is, I'm capable of creating that. And I can do that by imagining it, but also because I can look at my track record. I look at who I am, everything that I've done, and realizing that this is what I deserve, and that this is what's coming to me, and a sense of peace coming with that, and a sense of joy of finally recognizing not only your self-worth, but setting up those boundaries, and then also being really committed to this balance, knowing that not everything is going to be a piece of cake, not everything's going to be a walk in the park. There will be risks that you have to take, but just sort of stepping into yourself and being very comfortable with that. And for those of you who have ended relationships, being very comfortable with, what, I'm okay with who I am. I want love, but I need to love myself first. I'm loving myself. I'm taking those steps. And if somebody comes to me, fine. If somebody doesn't, I'm okay with that too, because you're just so strong. And I just see you as such a formidable force in the universe right now, Cancer, and so strong and so stately and just commanding so much energy and respect here and bringing about healing. But I do see that there is probably some more healing that does need to take place. Okay. And if you've been if you've been doing the healing and you've been doing your meditations and your prayers and sort of your daily practice, then it might be time to open up a little bit. Now, what's crowning you, we do have the Fool, and the Fool is beautiful. This is you willing to take risks. This is you knowing that you can't achieve change by maintaining the status quo, and that Empress sort of realization that you guys, that your self-worth, that yes, you are worth taking these steps. You are worth cutting out the toxic energies. You are worth a new beginning. All right, that you value all of these things, and above all, you value yourself and what you have to offer. Now, what I'm seeing coming out in your near future is the Sun card, which is Leo energy. And the Sun card is the absolute happiest card in the deck. It is showing up in the reverse, but it's still a very, very happy card. Okay, so it may be that, it may be again that there is some healing that has to take place. There may be, you guys might be still working with some of the shadow sides, working through the whys and the hows, and understanding, where you are in your life and why you are where you are in your life. Again, remember, there's this horrible saying that just came to my oh gosh, I can't remember what it is now. And it was just so funny. It was like, what grows out of shit and darkness are mushrooms. Oh, I'm gonna have to look for the saying, what have you. But there are certain things, very valuable things, that grow through and come through the darkness and through dark, with not a lot of light, and with the proper amount of fertilization, and excuse my language there. But that in order to flourish, to prosper, and to blossom, remember that this seed does need to be in the dirt, and it does need to be in the mud, and it won't be in the light. It won't be receiving the light and the sunlight, okay, until it's ready. And that's really what I'm seeing here with this Sun card, that again, there's going to be some time, okay, that after this ending that you're going to take, that you're going to feel a little bit dark as you're coming to these realizations, as you're walking on yourself, as you're working on yourself. Again, some of you, I'm getting this imagery of a seed underground and people maybe trying to walk on you, but you also being protected by that earth and being protected by sort of sitting in the darkness for a time. That might, and when I say the darkness, it doesn't have to be depression. It doesn't have to be something bad, but it might be a sense of isolation. And sort of protecting yourself until you are ready to come up from underneath the ground and to flourish and receive the sunlight, stand in the sun, okay, with all of this, with all of your creative energy and might coming to the forefront. But there has to be a little period of healing, giving yourself that insulation for growth, okay? So I'm going to pull a few more energy oracle cards for you guys for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, February 2020, love and romance. rest and rejuvenation. I love that this is coming out because it's that Four of Swords. It's the need. 1 and 9 breaks down to a 10, which is the completion of a cycle. So again, we've got 2 10s on the deck. The 10 of Swords, there was some sort of ending, and there is a need for rest and rejuvenation. For a lot of you, you haven't given yourself that time and that space to do that. The time and the space that this seed needs to be underground, in the dark, okay, insulated, getting the, the necessary nourishment and, self-care and self-love that it needs before it's going to grow. But it will grow and it will blossom. That's very, very evident here, Cancer. So the importance of quieting the noise, getting in touch with your higher self, trying to get, to quiet yourself through meditation and through prayer to receive the messages from your angels, your spirit guides, and spirit. All right, and then here we have 1 and 6, breaking down to a 7. 7 is also all about spirituality, and here we have an angel. She's holding a clock here, and the message is patience. So remember, again, it's reiterating what I was saying with this seedling. You need to, when you plant a seed, it won't grow overnight. Okay, so please be patient with yourself. And also, I see this clock as that Ace of Pentacles and as that Sun card. It's all happening. Again, it's just this information coming to you that you will thrive, flourish, prosper, and blossom after the allocated time that you need underground with the correct, proper nourishment, healing, rest, and rejuvenation. Okay, and then we have Angel of Love. 49, okay, breaks down to another 4. So we've got, 2 4s on the deck. 49 breaks down to a 13, which breaks down to a 4, the Angel of Love. This is all about the self-care, the love that you have, for your family, for your life, for, having the gratitude and everything around you, but also about romantic love. And I feel like love is coming to you, that you will prosper in romance and in relationships. But again, after this allotted period of rest, rejuvenation, and achieving balance. All right, and 51 breaks down to a 6, the healer of all ages. There's some really magnificent healing messages for us, Cancer, that February is going to be an amazing time of healing for us. And then, after that allotted time of healing and nourishment, I feel like a broken record. I keep saying the same thing, that you will, achieve the balance, and then, your love and romance, will flourish for you. All right, I'm just going to pull some romance angels for you guys for additional messages for Cancer, February 2020, love and romance. All right, we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, okay? So just remember, even if it might take a little bit longer, you might be wanting things now. You might really want a Valentine. Don't be upset if you don't, okay? Because somebody is coming to you, but you have to remain optimistic. You have to raise your vibration. You have to do the work, and you have to do the time as well. All right, message also, divine timing is at work, but don't delay things by, anchoring yourself in negative energies. All right, and you deserve love. You are lovable. Yes, so don't forget, some of you guys, after this ending, you guys are going to be feeling a little bit like, a little down. Again, don't anchor yourself in that, your self-worth. Again, I feel like a lot of you have come to that realization with that Empress energy, how much you are worth love, how much you are worth a relationship that is balanced, okay? A balanced and giving, where you give as much as you receive, and vice versa. All right, so stay optimistic, and you deserve love. So really work on, some of you might have to do affirmations of self-worth. And remember, not to settle, okay? Not to settle with just the first person who shows interest in you, but the right person, okay? And you'll know who that is, but it's really important too that you do your daily practice, your rest, you get enough sleep, make sure you're eating proper foods. If you're exercising, get enough exercise if you can outside to really find that balance and that quiet time. Here we have the magic of the Coelen Druid, caution, secrecy, and wary. So I do feel like some of you guys are You know, some of you are a little bit cautious, okay, because of this ending. You might feel a little bit wary because I feel like it was a cycle that wasn't easy for you. I think a lot of us have been through some very difficult times, remember, but it's really important here, the rest and the rejuvenation, Cancer, and the self-love that you give yourself, because it's going to bring you some real miracles in love. All right, you deserve love no matter what. Okay, and sanctuary, privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. Again, I can't, this is a 2 and 8, adds up to another 10. This reading is so full of Cancer. You need you time, Cancer. Excuse me, in order to blossom, to prosper, and to flourish, you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. You know, any disappointments or endings that you guys have experienced recently, you know, it's okay. Transmute that energy into lessons learned. Take care of yourself, okay? Because there is love coming to you. The angel of love is definitely blessing you, okay? Angel of love is definitely blessing you with love, but it's going to take patience. And for some of us, as much as we would like to have a Valentine, you know, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but it might not be for Valentine's Day. And guess what? That's okay. Love yourself. Raise your vibration, because there are beautiful things coming to you, Cancer. All right, let's go ahead and see. What additional messages I've got for Cancer. All right. So the message here, if we take a look, there's a butterfly, there's transformation. I also see this as like an iris or a flower petal. So again, with this imagery of flowers, blossoming, prospering, and flourishing, here we have reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Again, it's stay optimistic about your life, about your love life. You know, good things are coming to you. You know, and give yourself some space. Again, that rest and the rejuvenation card, the Four of Swords, the need for you to connect with spirit, with your higher self. Get yourself back to balance. Get yourself healthy, emotionally and physically, because whatever ending this was, it wasn't an easy ending, Cancer. But you know, but there are beautiful things that come, and don't doubt that. All right, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. I love that for you guys. Again, don't anchor yourself in the negative energies. Don't get stuck in resentment. Don't get stuck, you know, the coulda, woulda, shouldas. You know, sit in that energy with that Empress, that you can create the life that you want, and you can do it step by step, and you can start today. Some of you might want to take up sort of affirmations. Again, I'm really getting strong, you know, from spirit. Pray, meditate, set your intentions. All right, and take those steps, because if you raise that energy, beautiful miracles are coming to you. All right, and your final message, Cancer, freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Yes, Cancer, I love this. I mean, I know it's not the ooey gooey, you know, Valentine's Day reading that you guys would love to have. Okay, but it is showing that, you know, you guess what? There's a sense of freedom. This Empress energy, this Queen of Cups, she's been through so much. Okay, and remember, gender here is fluid, but Cancers, we've been through so much. Now it's time to spread our wings and fly, and we might need a time alone at this time. Now, for those of you who are in relationships, it doesn't mean you have to leave your partner. It doesn't mean that this message isn't for you, because remember, within relationships, we can find independence, find healing, and find balance, especially if we've experienced any codependency, any sort of overgiving, okay, or anything like that. All right, so I love this reading for us, Cancer. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. Thank you guys. I love you so much, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful February.